Alright guys, so now that we've got our keywords and that we've looked at our competitors' keywords, we've used Google Keywords, you might have used the Sonar tool to find your keywords that you need. We're going to use that information and that research that we've gathered to actually compile our listing and fill it with some meat. So what we've done is, essentially all you need to do is go into Amazon Seller Central again. We're in our Inventory and Manage Inventory tab. So you can see our very first listing here, the sleeping bag liner. I've gone ahead and filled in this information. I'm going to show you what I've done and why I've used this information. So all you're going to do is click on edit, and that's going to open up in tabs so that you can edit your listing. So let's go ahead and click on vital info for our very first tab. Make sure you're showing advanced view because I'm going to show you guys some extra stuff for that in a bit. But mainly we're going to start off with vital info. So you can see I've used those keywords that we've gathered to create a keyword rich and a keyword dense product name. So you don't have to worry about it looking very, very clean or anything like that. What's going to happen is our customers are going to search for this and they're going to search for these keywords and our product's going to show up, and that's essentially what we want. So I've gone ahead and said sleeping bag liner, lightweight, portable, waterproof, durable, and perfect camping gear for summer or winter, outdoor traveling, camping and hiking activities. So now when one of our customers searches for any of these terms, we've got a chance of showing up and ranking for that. So even though somebody's searching camping or hiking, we might get a chance of being shown our product. So what we want to do is just try and create it as dense as possible. Now what some people will do, what some Amazon sellers will do, is put Outdoor Wolves or whatever their brand name is in their title. It isn't really necessary to do that unless you're a developed or a big brand, because no one's going to be searching for your brand. No one's going to be searching for Outdoor Wolves or whatever your brand is at the time, because you aren't developed, you aren't an established brand yet. So I'd rather use that extra space to add some more keywords in. And that's essentially it for this page. You can scroll down and see all the variety of different information and things that you can enter for your product. You can get as detailed as you like. It really isn't necessary to fill all the stuff in. It doesn't really help that much with ranking. There is a whole lot of stuff you can fill in. For example, cuff type, front pleat type, sleeve type. I don't even know what the stuff is, but relating to your product or what category your product's listed in, the stuff might show up for you to enter. Then let's go ahead and look at offer. So now offer is with regards to the actual pricing of our product. As you remember in the beginning of the course, when we actually set up our listing, our price was set much higher than what we actually wanted to sell our product for. And the reason for that is that we want to have our product on sale so that our customer thinks they're getting a good deal, they think they're getting good value for money. But there's another reason for this as well. So if you set your price, say $49.99, maybe you set your price to $29.99 in the beginning, and you're selling camping gear. And camping gear is more popular during summer, or for example, gifts are more popular during Christmas time or times of the year like that, like Christmas lights. Now, if you want to, say, increase the price of your product during those times of demand, when the demand is up and you know that your product's going to sell and you want to sell it for a higher price, Amazon might not let you change your listing price, might not let you increase it. So you'd rather have it set higher from the start. So they won't let you increase it higher than what your first original price is. So it's very good practice to actually have your pricing high from the beginning and then have your product on a sale price, because then your customer also feels like they're getting a deal. It's just a marketing technique. So you enter your sales price, and your start date is whatever day it is that you create your listing, obviously, and the end date is sometime far in the future. It could be eternity, essentially for as long as the listing's going to be up. I've set it to February 2019, which is almost 2 years from now. So that's essentially all you need to do for that, and that's going to give you your customer's perception that they're getting a deal. Next, images. Obviously, we don't have any images for our product yet. You can search online for images. You can use stock images if you really want to, but it is advisable to shoot your own images or have your photos taken of your product. So I'll just go over this quickly, even though we're not at this part yet, but your products need to fill at least 85% of the image. That means that your main image needs to have a white background and it needs to be filled with your product. You don't want a tiny little product on the page with a huge white border around it. It'll get lost in the search results and no one will even see your listing. Then you want your images to be at least 1,000 pixels wide by 500 pixels on the shorter side. So what I try and do is 1,500 by 1,150. And the reason I do that is because it's high enough resolution for Amazon to actually give you that zoom feature. So when you scroll over the image, it zooms in, which is essentially all you really want. If you can upload high res images, just go for it. It doesn't really matter as long as they are at least the minimum. We want high resolution, high quality images. Next, let's take a look at the description tab. So now our product description, I've gone ahead and filled the product description using details and information from our other listings and from the research that I've done. You'll see there are some HTML tags in here. Now what HTML tags are essentially markup for your product description. So this product description area here relates to this part of our listing right at the bottom. You can see we've got some bold text here, we've got some dashed bullet points, and we've got some more bold text and some line spaces. Now essentially all those are is these tags will be in the resource document of the course so that you can easily refer to it and just edit your listing. These are the ones that are currently allowed on Amazon. Amazon does change it now and again. They no longer allow italic text, they no longer allow colored text or different fonts because it does start looking cheesy and tacky, so they don't allow that anymore. They do allow things like paragraphs, B for bold, to bold your text. BR means break or line break, so you can separate your text and have an empty gap. And that's essentially it. That's essentially all you can use for now. I will link that in the document, as I said, so you can see and refer to that. It's very, very easy to use. You essentially just have to paste it in and mark it around your text. Then you can also use things like bullet points. So if you want to search, you can't use HTML for bullet points, but if you just search bullet point or you insert a special character as a bullet point, you can just search for that and paste it in there. That'll be, Amazon will allow you to do that. Next are our key product features, and the key product features relate to this top part of our listing, the very first thing we see when we load our page next to our image. Now you can see I've used these green check marks, and these are very, very easy to use. All you have to do is Google heavy white check mark and just copy this character and paste it into your listing. Now Amazon does allow this. They might change it in the future, I'm not sure. But for now you are allowed to do it. Or you can just search for a regular check mark if you really want to, and you can just use that simple plain check mark as in your product description like that, as you can see there. Then I've gone ahead and used the information as I've discussed before. Ultra soft and high quality. This travel sheet is made of polyester and cotton, which makes it very soft and comfortable against your skin. Now we're appealing to our customers' emotions again, using that information and just really describing the feature and how that feature helps your customer. So we've got it in capital text here with a bit of a dash and then just an explanation of that feature. I really like doing it this way because it keeps it simple and very easy on the eye, so a customer can see it exactly what they're getting, and then an explanation of that if they want to read more detail into it. So I prefer doing it this way. I do suggest adding as many as you can. Yeah, you can add up to 5 for now. So I would suggest doing that and just use all the opportunity that you have just to maximize your results and your chance of getting sales. Next, let's take a look at keywords. So now these are the keywords we've discussed before, the keywords that we've compiled from our Sonar tool, from Google Keywords, from looking at our competitors' listings, all those sort of things. You can add up to 5 lines here of keywords. Separate them by spaces only, no commas. So as I've said, just compile it into a text document. It's the easiest way. And then use our Trace My IP tool to delete duplicates. Like I said before, if you've got sleeping bags set here and babies here and camping here, what Amazon can do is they can actually combine those keywords for you, so you only need one of each. So that if someone searches for camping, sleeping bag for babies, Amazon will know to take those keywords and combine them together and show your listing. So you only need one copy of each. If I was you, I would take as much time as I can to fill these all 5 of these with keywords, and then in the future we'll optimize this to see which keywords are converting most and which are the most relevant keywords, and then we'll only rank for those and only run PPC for those keywords. Platinum keywords you don't really have to worry about. That's essentially for platinum sellers and A+ sellers, which we aren't at the moment. We're just starting out, so don't worry about that. In the future you can worry about that, but not for now. Then more details tab is essentially just more information with regards to the stuff that we saw on the vital info tab right in the beginning. So item dimensions, model name, grip style, and there are tons and tons and tons of things here, as you can see. It's up to you whether you want to fill this stuff in. Like I've said before, it doesn't really change that much with regards to ranking. It doesn't help that much, so it might not even be worth your time to enter that information, depending on what it is that you're selling and what category it is that you're selling in. But that's essentially it for the back end of your listing and setting up your keywords and creating a good converting listing, a high converting listing using keywords in our title and in our description and our product features. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that.